Shalom, friends. It's Rabbi Jenny Solomon here at Beth Meyer Synagogue with a mincha moment, a moment for pause and reflection, a little Torah. So in this week's Torah portion, Terumah, we read about the architecture, the aesthetic, the construction of the Mishkan, this portable sanctuary, this little tabernacle that the Jewish people carried with us as we wandered through the wilderness. One of the most famous lines from this week's Torah portion is Ve'asu li mikdash v'shachanti b'tochem. Build for me a sanctuary, and I will dwell among them. So I want to just look at the first half of that sentence. Build for me a mikdash, this sanctuary, this tabernacle. So Rashi, medieval commentator, actually says that this mikdash is what we think it is, a bait kadosh, a holy home, a space for holiness. So as we know, we no longer have a temple in Jerusalem. And what we have, the closest thing to that are our synagogues, our sanctuaries. So that leaves us, especially if you don't have access to a synagogue or a sanctuary, with some real questions around where we can experience God's presence. So I am the first to tell you that I think that our synagogue and our sanctuary, as many synagogues and sanctuaries are holy places. They're places to be in community and places where we can experience God's presence. But they're not the only places. And that's why I want to bring our attention to the second part of this verse. V'shachanti b'tochem. It does not say, and I will build me a sanctuary and I will dwell in it. It says, build me a sanctuary and I will dwell in them. In them. And I want to suggest that this can refer to two different things. First of all, it can refer to community. That God doesn't dwell in a space per se, but among us, people who are gathered together in conscious community, trying to the best of our ability to live lives of goodness, of justice, of holiness. And another possibility is I will dwell among them or in them. That is to say that each one of us, every literal body, is a bait, is a house that houses our souls. And so we need not look any further than our own bodies, our own embodied experience, our own lives, our own experience to access God. The Me'ori Naim, one of the Hasidic masters, had a custom himself, a sacred ritual. When he felt that he was distant from God, when he felt disconnected, when he felt flailing or depressed, or just feeling a lack of his own aliveness and spirituality, he had a custom of looking at his own hands. And he shared with us these words, Halo chai ani, am I not alive? What is this aliveness that I am while looking at his own hands? Is it not the Holy One, the Blessed One? So sometimes we need not look any further than our very own hands, our very own bodies, to sense our aliveness. And in sensing our aliveness, we also find that we are housing within us the divine energy, the divine presence. And that is something that every single one of us has access to every moment of the day, with every breath. We just remember to look. All right, everyone, take good care. Shalom, peace.